Hi guys, it's Ryan here just to bring you another video. This is the one of the two I promised this weekend. Sorry it's a little bit late. Things haven't gone quite to plan. We had visitors yesterday, so I couldn't do it yesterday, and today I had work. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do, but so I'm here today anyway. I should have this one up, this one Sunday, and the second one, which I got also, was the standard Batfleck. I'll probably most likely have that up tomorrow. But yeah, or tomorrow night anyway, our time. So yeah. So we'll kick it off, eh? And so this one we're doing is the Armoured Batman. It's the second one of the three that I've got. And, you know, been really pumped for this figure. And yeah, so I'll give you a quick look at the box. So if you can see, you've got the... You got like the bat signal, Gotham City, a few images from the film, and also the box kind of is like representative of, like, you know, it like represents. God, Jesus Christ, I can't talk today. Yeah, but represents Batman's obviously armor. He's armored Batman, so, and the rain and all that sort of stuff. So yeah. So it's quite cool. It's got, you know, just your usual, you know, MMS 349 Armored Batman 1/6 scale collectible figure. It's all on there. Then on the back you've got all the details and all that on there. Mine's a little bit damaged, as you can see there, but I'm not overly bothered about it. As long as the figure's fine, that's all I give a shit about. And it's the same on the other side. And on the top, you've just got the Batman v Superman logo with Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice underneath. So I'll open the box for you. So fuck that off down there. And so you've got yourself a nice picture of the figure. And you've got all of the names of the talented people behind this figure. So yep, that's that. And then pop this off. And obviously this is where everything is housed. You got the main, well, the figure would be in there. Standard be at the bottom here. You got all your hands, your mouth, your swap out mouth. You've got your sort of rail grapnel thingy-mabob that he, you know, throws Superman around with, and that's where the kryptonite grenade launcher, if you want to call it that, is, and the batteries are at the bottom here, and some spare wrist pegs there. So that's basic, and obviously you can see the instructions in there that I've just put in there. But yeah, we'll move on now. Next to the accessories, I'll just give you a closer look at them, and you can make your own mind up what you think of them. All right. All right, so now we've got the accessories here. So basically, you've got your hands and your grenade launchers and your weapons, and then your mouth plates. So yeah, so that's basically what you get, and I'll give you a closer look at each. So I'll bring the mouth up first for you, just because, you know, you want to see that detail. So there you go. Definitely, you know, you got the likeness of Ben Affleck there. I can definitely tell it's him with the angry face. You got the gums and the teeth detail there. You've got the bristles at the side. You can see the facial hair, which is awesome. You can even see sort of like a patch where, you know, like his skin pigmentation is in that, which is really nice. And then you've got like just the back, that's what it looks like. And you got a magnet that you just push it up into the helmet and it, you know, swaps it out. So that's that one. I'll pop that down at the bottom. You have, now you've got the two fisted hands, which are really, really nicely detailed again. Freaking awesome. You got a relaxed hand, or like a sort of, I don't know, grabbing hand, you know. You've got sort of a trigger hand there, so that would be to hold on to the grenade launcher. And you've got this one's very interesting because if it's to me it looks like a spear holding hand. So it's weird that they never included the kryptonite spear. But oh well, I mean I'm getting a custom one anyway, so should be fine. But you know, it's weird. It's just really bizarre that they never included that with the figure. But oh well, you know, whatever. That's the. I believe this is like the. It's not the grapnel gun because the grapnel gun is different. This one's the one I'm pretty sure that he wraps around Superman and smash. You know, when he spins him around and he hits all like the pinnacles and all that sort of stuff. In when they're having a fight, I think that's what he uses this. And the details is really nice. You know, it's just got lots of details on it. Just try and get it to focus for you. There you go. It's really, really nice. And that's fairly easy to get into his hands, you know, because it's enough space between it. There's no tight spaces, so that's you're not going to have much trouble with that. You've got like the bullets here for the kryptonite grenade launcher, is what that's what I call it anyway. And that one looks like that one's an activated one, and that one is just one you would just put in. So that, and then you have the grenade launcher itself, which is really, really nice. It's got a little bit of detailing on it, which is nice. You've got little paint marks and scuffs and that here and there. You can see just like the little, you know, little wear and tear. It's been relatively good nick, but you know, it's been in use a little bit. You've got like that, you know, the stock that pulls out, so it goes back in, so you can change like in the film. And yeah, I don't know if this tape pulls off here. Doesn't say. I don't want to do anything anyway in case I break it. But you do get this also with the standard Batman. So if you are wondering, you know, do I need to get the armored Batman to get this? No, you can get it with the standard Batman as well. But if you're a real Batman fan, you're going to get all of them anyway. So, but yeah, so I'll have two of these. So if one breaks, I guess, you know, you can use the other. But yeah, that's pretty much it for accessories. And yeah, it's got its stand as well, but I'll show you that with the figure. So we'll move on to the figure next. Alright, so now we are on to the figure himself, the Beast, the Batfleck, the Armoured Batfleck. Straight off the bat, I'll just say, I love it, you know. It is an awesome looking figure, and I've been a Batman fan for many, many years, going back a long time. And, you know, I've read comics for quite a long time as well, on and off. Less when I was younger, but now more so now. But I have read for a while. And if there was any film, like any comic adaptation that I wanted to be taken to film, was some of the Frank Miller designs. And even though this is not straight Frank Miller, obviously Affleck's a younger Batman than the Dark Knight Returns Batman is. It's still, you know, it's close enough, and the designs are there, so there's just something awesome about this, and the armored suit is just freaking awesome. So anyway, I'll give you a nice little closer look into the details of the figure now. So as you can see, you've got all of this here. So you got all the details in the armor, and I'll bring you up to the face as well. So you've got all of this. I'll just zoom you out so you've got a little bit better resolution. And yeah, it's just awesome. You know, I mean, look at that. It's just Ben Affleck through and through. And this is the other mouthpiece. Now, I actually kind of like this mouthpiece because it just looks very natural. It's like he's about to talk, he's breathing, he's waiting, he's just awesome. And the details on the helmet are just insane as well. I'll just try and get you in with a better detail. Hang on. There we go. So, you know, you've got the details there. But it's just awesome to look at. And the teeth, it's just the expressions and just the detailing of the helmet, you know, it just looks awesome. I'll turn it around. All the chips. It's just awesome. And you can, the helmet lights up as well if you just pull the head off like that. If you can see on the inside, can you see that switch there? And you just flick the switch and boom, Batfleck. And he's got his lights on now. He's pissed now, he's gonna fuck you up. But just love it. Nerding out right now. Really am nerding out. Just give you a bit of a close-up again. You got like the strap on here, it's nicely done. Although I have heard people saying just be careful here. Apparently some people have had these and the buckle has broke. So just keep that in mind if you are getting the figure. Don't mess around with it too much. You've got the suit and everything here, you know, just look at it in the bulk, the pure bulk. It's just fucking godlike, and I can't say enough good about it, you know. Just trying to get you in a better. There we go. The details on the armor, and the shoulder pads, all the armor. Bring it down here, and it's just pure awesomeness, you know. And these are the hands I've got on it at the moment. It's just very relaxed sort of hands, or semi-relaxed, you know. You can sort of imagine him going sort of like this, sort of like tensing his hands ready for the fight. That's how I look at it. And, you know, there's these, you know, protect his nuts from Superman so he doesn't kick him in the nads. Got all the nice armored detail here. And you come all the way down. And you've got the boots. Let's have a look at these. So again, just lovely detail on it. Freaking awesome. Just look at it, man. Just look at it. And it's even got articulation in here as well. Like it's actually got a separate piece, believe it or not, here. So this is separate to this. And the feet have got very good articulation. The knees have got pretty good articulation. But the rest of the body doesn't have a great deal of articulation. Now, some people, that's going to bother them, you know. You know, they want him doing insane things like, you know. Myself, not so much. I don't really care. And the reason why is I've always planned to have this figure in a static pose, you know. And the pose I've always managed to have him, or wanted him to be in. So now look at that. And you've got him up like this. looking up, or you can turn him to the side. And I'm happy with that. Or you can have him turning his head and you can bend his arms a little bit more. You know, you can get him into shape, and it just looks badass from all these angles. So I'm not too fussed about extreme articulation with this figure. It's more about the details. But if you are buying a figure for the articulation, this is the wrong figure for you. This is not that figure. It's just, it doesn't, you know, it can bend his arms. I could give you, if actually, I'll just put this, there we are. Okay, so just a quick look. So his arms move to about there. Yeah, that's your motion. You can get a little bit going up, but you really are pushing it then. Now knees, you can do, you know, your 90 degrees, and there's the ankle sort of pivot and all that lot, so you can do that. That's fine. The leg here, this is where it starts to struggle, and there isn't, obviously due to the armor, there's really not much ab crunch at all. But the head's got great articulation, and that's where I think you're going to get the most out of it with this figure, is slight bends in the legs and arms, and the head. It's what's going to make your pose stand out for this figure. So, you know, you can just sort of, you know, like that. I mean, you imagine that, look at that there. That looks, pull that down, and yeah, that looks awesome. So, yeah. You get the thing. But yeah, I'm not going to bullshit. Yeah, you know, the articulation isn't the best, but again, it's what you're buying it for at the end of the day. Myself, I'm buying it for the movie accurate, you know, details and likeness to the actor, not for the articulation. And that's, well, it's the main reason you buy these figures anyway. I think the articulation is always, you know, a bonus. But this is the cape. You can see there's, you know, the detailing on the cape, dirt in between, and you got the bottom, which is all weathered to shit. It's just really nice. It's got like a crusty feeling to it as well, like, you know, it's got dust in it, and it's just been, you know, really taken, you know, just damaged and battered, and he's been through it all, you know. It's just really cool, and it sits very nicely on the figure as well. The cape is very nice. Just, you know, you sit there, you know, just sits on him really nicely on the shoulders. Really like that. Just, and the cool thing is you can sort of recreate the poster where he's got like his cape, and you can sort of tuck it in like that, you know, and he's waiting for Superman and all that sort of stuff. It's really, really nice. Really, 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 really nice. And I'll just give you another close-up of the details on the figure as well. And now, let's try and get it in there for you. So you can see sort of the detailing and the sit there and the material. It is a different material. I can't tell if it's the same material as the Nightmare or the standard Batman. I can't really tell, but it's, you know, obviously the figures just doesn't have the same movement. But I'm, like I said, I'm okay with that. Got the details. What I'll do is I'll bring the cape around, and I'll give you a look at the back. Got the details there. You got this, like the spine of the suit, and you've got the bat arse behind it. You got that. You got the back of the legs again. And the back of the boots. Which is just, you know, really nice. Just bring that back around. And yeah. So that's the pretty much the thing with the figure, you know. The basics of it. It's just a really nice piece. I'll bring you down again. The base is basically the same as the Nightmare and is the same as also the standard Batman. You've got that, you know, you've got the detail on the base here, you got, you know, the nameplate, and then this pops up. And again, it's got the same holder as well, the crotch holder. I don't know if you can see in the dark there. It's a bit dark, but it's in there anyway. And I think that's the good thing, you don't notice it. So that's sort of it for that. And yeah, so, you know, it's pretty, it's a pretty awesome figure. And yeah, I love it. Now I'll put it in a few poses for you and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, so I've managed to get him in a pose now. You know, again, got to go for a simplistic pose, but it's nice, you know. I can live with it. I'll give you a bit of a, so, you know, it's very nice. But there's, like I said, there's only so much you can put it in. So I can just show you in this one take, you know, just sort of what you can do. But if you can see, you know, you got him nice tilt, like looking to the side. You can have him looking more over like that. So, you know, just sort of, you know, up and down, looking out with the gun. I don't know if he'll be doing any rail gun action, like not the rail gun, you know, like the grapnel rail thing where you spin Superman around. I don't know if you can be doing that with it. But you know, you got the detailing there, and then again, so you can sort of turn it again, and you got another pose out of it. So, you know, you can sort of have it like that. So he's sort of looking out into the distance. You know, so he's going to be, like I said, straight up and down. You can have him looking up, sort of holding his gun, waiting to, you know, you can sort of do that with the head. I mean, you got to be careful because the hand pops off like that. It's not quite as bad as the Nightmare, but it's still not perfect for the gauntlet thing. So you can sort of, you know, have him slight bent arm moving like that, or maybe if you can move the leg a little bit and bend and like that, and then push that back. You've got a little bit more of a pose sort of in motion, you know. You can get him in those poses, and there's more that you'll be able to do, but you are restricted to a certain degree, obviously. But you can see what I've done there. Plus, I think what'll make this figure is how you display it with its cape as well, because, you know, you got your cape there. If you had something, maybe you could put a wire in, because the cool thing about this is it's open on the inside of the cape, which means you can put a wire underneath and have it like that. Just imagine that. With a wide cape, I think you're in. I think that's perfect. Just like that, yeah? I think I can see that. So, you know, if you put a wire in there, which again, well, shouldn't be hard, you got yourself a nice pose there. Simplistic, but looks like it's in motion, but again, not taking up too much room and all these other things. So yeah, you can do it. It's just how, you know, and I think I might actually leave him in that, and then if I do put some wire in there, I can do that. That might be my pose for him, because, you know, I quite like it. But like I said, you've just seen me do it there. You've seen, you know, you just got to keep in mind with what you can and can't do. That's it, you know, that's all there is really to it. And just to let you know as well, I'll just take the head. We'll take the head off for a second. I'll turn the light off. So, just with the mouthpiece thing, if you look inside, you've got that there. So I think the whole idea is you push that in, and that pops out like that. Yeah. And then you can get the other one and push it back in. So it's a bit of a pain. I've heard some people say it's a nightmare to get back in, but we'll give it a little go. Oh, well, I got that in fairly easy. Didn't expect it. I thought it'd be like, oh fuck, gotta do this again. But yeah, so it just pops in and out, and you pop the mouth, fill the mouth in. I mean, I can tell you what, while I'm here, might as well, so you guys can see. So I'd say the technique you use is put it in like that, so flat in, pushed in, and then up. The magnet does the rest. It's in. Bob's your uncle. And ooh. So there you go. So you sort of got a pissed off looking Batman, which I guess in motion would look cool. Myself, I'm more for this one. They both look like Ben Affleck. There's no denying that. They both look spot on to Affleck's likeness in his mouth and that. But this one, I just like the expression more for this pose that I'm going for right now. So, you know, and again, you just pop it out, put it in like that, and it's in. Easy. And not that hard at all. So you can, you know, again, like that, and you got yourself a nice looking Batman. Well, anyway, that's it, I think, for it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And obviously, you know, I love the figure. I love it to death. And yeah, so enjoy. If you're into Batman v Superman, I highly recommend this figure. Just know what you're getting into with it. You know, as far as looks go, all three Batman figures are spot on to the film. They are movie accurate as hell. You know, the likenesses are dead on to Ben Affleck. With looks, it's not the problem with these figures. I think the only thing with this figure in particular is articulation may put people off. But as far as looks go, I mean, look at it for yourself. It's friggin', you know, friggin' perfect as far as looks go. And the same with the Nightmare and the standard Bats. So yeah, so my next video will be the standard Batman. I may be able to give you a quick little glimpse of him. Oh, 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 oh. There he is, you can see. And yeah, so that should be up, I don't know, probably sometime tomorrow, all being well. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope, you know, give you a little bit of information, a little bit of a look at the figure. You know, you can make your own mind up on that. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later. Cheers.